Welcome, everyone. We've got an awesome opportunity to share with you about our movement for General Strike US. I'm Dalian. I'm one of the organizers that helps out in Oregon. And I've also got my comrade Daii here who helps out with our organizers out in the Detroit area in Michigan. We're going to take you through some of the basics about what our movement stands for, answer some of your questions about why you might have come here and what you can do to help build our communities, build resistance against exploitation and oppression, stand up for marginalized people, and fight for human rights. So I know that a lot of us came here because we've marched, we've protested, and we've been voting for generations. We can tell that things aren't changing. Enough is enough, and it's time for us to strike back. We've developed this system, this concept of forming 3.5% of the general population together to withhold our labor in order to achieve a societal change. So let's talk about it. What's it going to look like? So first off, who are we? There are definitely some founding members who helped us start off in 2022 and had this idea to create the website where our strike card now lives. You can read about their story on our site, generalstrikeus.com. But all of the rest of our leadership is really we, the people who form this movement. This is a decentralized network of volunteers, and we're just aiming to mobilize ourselves and our communities so that we can get at least 3.5% or more of the United States population to actively participate in a sustainable strike where we're withholding our labor. And we'll withhold all our labor to make demands. This is designed to prepare us to be able to hold this strike and make sure that we can support our community members while they're striking. So what are we going to do in this meeting? We're going to take you through some of the basic resources, the basic values that we stand for, and give you some ideas of how you can help get started if this is something that's new to you. Or even if you're someone who's had some experience organizing before, I think you'll find that there's some useful ways you can contribute that we'll give you some ideas for during this presentation.
Thank you so much, Dalian, for that introduction. Moving forward, we'd like to discuss our General Strike US resources. Most of these resources have been produced by the collective within the Discord and without the Discord to better help you understand, grasp the General Strike US goals, visions, and strategies. Starting off, we'll discuss our welcome packet. Our welcome packet is an interactive, evolving document which highlights, once again, our purpose, visions, and goals. It goes into why we have General Strike US chapters, why we are trying to build a coalition. It also has some helpful links, resources, like what is community organizing. You'll also find our resource and skills form. Our resource and skills form plays a vital role within this movement as it helps us better organize our resources and skills. Potential partners that are interested in contributing to this collective effort are encouraged to fill out the form if they're interested in contributing their resources, times, or skills to advance the people's struggle for liberation and equity. You'll also be able to find our strike card. Our strike card is very important as it serves many purposes. One purpose being a means of tracking our progress. The next, a physical representation of our strength and diversity. Means to coordinate future actions. The strike card also has a privacy policy, which you can find on our website. There is no requirement that you have to sign a strike card in order to contribute your time, skills, or resources. You'll also be able to join our Discord. Our Discord acts as an online community hub. It also is part of our national Sociocracy Circle. This hub basically feeds our regional and local circles. You'll also see that we have GSUS Zines that you can shop and support. You'll also see General Strike US social media such as Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and so on. You'll also be able, if you're interested in customizing a strike card for your website, your LinkTree, or your platform. Additional resources can be found within our main LinkTree. It'll take you to LinkTree GSUS Resources. These resources better play a role into helping new and pre-existing members better able to know what actions they can take to stay involved, get involved, and continue to spread this movement. Resources such as General Strike US Code of Conduct started out within our Discord, but we're hoping that this code of conduct will be implemented in your everyday lives as it emphasizes on collectivism, egalitarianism, and increasing our discipline when interacting with one another. You'll also be able to see our outreach guide and templates. This outreach guide better helps you be able to represent the General Strike US in the best light. You see templates that you can use when reaching out to potential partners or individuals interested in joining this movement or contributing in some form or fashion. You'll be able to find PDFs for GSUS flyers, designs, our pamphlet, and other graphics to distribute in your community and to help spread the movement. You can print these out. You can distribute them in community third spaces, at community events, rallies, protests, and so on and so on. You'll see helpful how-tos, actions you can take, services and programs you can start to help empower your community, such as how to start a community mutual aid, time bank, community trash pickup, community defense, political education, food pantry, and so on and so on. Next, you'll see GSUS Phase 1 and Phase 2, which goes into detail about our vision moving forward, especially once we hit 6 million individuals, um, basically incorporating our coalition members, our General Strike US chapters, and experts who advocate for multiple sectors when crafting our strike demands. Remember, we need 3.5% or more of the population engaged in sustained participation and preparation for a successful general strike. This means getting involved according to your capacity and ability towards helping to establish the infrastructure needed to strike. Without interconnected systems of sustainability to meet the people's needs, we have failed. Next slide.
All right, thanks, Dae. So we want to share next some actions that everybody could take. Know that some of you may be newer to this and may not have had practice turning your political beliefs into actions yet. Others of you may have been organizing or participating in organizations already and might have a better idea of what things you can do. But hopefully each of you will find something here that you can take out into the world and try to do one of these actions tomorrow or during the next week or during the next month. Every little contribution matters and helps. We will not be able to do this project just by ourselves individually. It'll take a lot of these small actions together to form the large collective actions that we want to take in the future. So here's some things you could do. You could join one of our General Strike US regional chapters. These are usually organized by state, but there are some in bigger cities as well. If there's not one in your local area, you could also reach out about starting a chapter in your area. We also have a project where we are mapping local resources and sharing these with our community so they can find access to free clinics, food services, harm reduction, and other types of mutual aid that might help them during moments of instability or insecurity, especially during loss of jobs or loved ones, things like that. You might be able to start or join a mutual aid organization or time bank that already exists. You might be able to help with outreach, building the GSUS coalition by helping us partner with other organizations that are aligned towards our goal and might be interested in helping us make these same strike demands that we are working towards. There may be small and local businesses or nonprofits that you could also spend your time and resources with to help them be able to accomplish their goals and their missions if it aligns with our movement. Next slide, please. Members also could make plans to start or join a housing or land co-op. General Strike US is interested in creating intentional communities for members that would help us to be able to survive and also thrive under the system of capitalism, but also to move into a better future away from the exploitative nature of landlords and capitalism for rent and wages. You could join or start political education classes to help raise the collective class consciousness of your community and the nation at large. If you have tech skills, you could help develop apps, websites, platforms, or cybersecurity tools for General Strike US and our coalition members. You could support General Strike US partners and coalition members by helping with their initiatives, their events, and their projects. You'll find many of these activities and actions will be displayed on our Discord and through our social medias when we are trying to help send our members to go support our partners out there who are also doing great work. You might be able to start or join a community garden, farm, food pantry, food co-op, free fridge, any of these sorts of things. Food is a really key tool for resisting the exploitations of capitalism and building a better future where everyone is able to participate in human rights for survival, things like food and housing. We can also practice bartering and trading or set up a community free store. I also know that boycotts are another big tool that a lot of our members participate in as a way of redirecting resources towards better organizations and better businesses, more local businesses in their area too. You can start or join a community defense program, community de-escalation program. You could also start or join a community cop watch program. Some other ideas we have, you might be able to start help with a fundraiser for General Strike US strike funds. You might be able to help create tools or resources that we can use as we are building our movement. You can help interact with our social media accounts, give them likes, shares, comments, or even create your own content and post it and send people towards the General Strike US website, our Discord, or our social medias. You can also print and post physical General Strike US flyers and pamphlets, share these at events, protests, and community spaces. All right, I'll pass it off to Daii here.
Sweet. Thanks, Dalian. So, GSUS structure, our sociocracy circles plays a major role in our movement and us advancing. Basically, sociocracy aims to stay true to our decentralized movement and promoting diversity and dissent. Sociocracy, in summary, is a governance model that combines equality, collaboration, and structured decision making to help orgs and groups function effectively. So our Discord and some things that may be in our national circle that you may already be a part of or interacting with is our Discord, our TikTok, Bluesky, social media, and also our Discord, which is hosts like a core, basically a hub for online community. Also interacts and disseminates information to our regional and local circles as well. Our partners, or coalition members, they play a good role in this as they too interact with both our online national circles and our regional and local circles as well. GSUS cell model. This is how our chapters basically function and have the option in organizing themselves. And GSUS chapters serve as the eyes and the ears of the streets, playing a vital role in building the sustainable, interconnected systems necessary to meet the needs of the people, both before and after the strike. Our chapters are dedicated to promoting self-determination and collective sustainability. These many roles, chapter facilitator, disruptor, operator, helper, and representative, are all fluid and can rotate power amongst themselves. By listening to and engaging with the communities, chapters work to identify the strike demands that will most effectively address local needs and create lasting impact.
We wanted to thank you all for finding out more information and considering participating in General Strike US. as we build our movement for a better future. We know that this is a big project, but it has huge potential to improve our relationships with our communities, the way we work, and the way we interact with our environment and our nation as a whole. If you have any questions about getting involved, how to participate, or what's happening in your local area, feel free to reach out on our Discord and our community members can help guide you there. You can also email us at our email address, info@generalstrikeus.com. Thank you all again for your time and your efforts as we build towards our 3.5% of the community engaging in a general strike. We'll see you at the strike.